opportunity at just, you know, I think just spectacular pricing.
This is the satin finish silver eagle dollar.
Yeah, this is the one. You know, I stocked a few more of these. We came very close to sell out, and I said, you know, and what I did is I only got 470 of these, and I went in the marketplace and I had to pay up a little bit for these, but I held the price. Because this has been one of the most popular coins that we've sold here all year in 2017, even though it's a 2016 coin. Because I didn't get to sell this coin in 2016. Didn't get to sell it in 2016.
And why was that again?
Because they released it so late in the year. This is the fall between the cracks coin.
That's the one.
This is the coin right here. I think this is one of the most significant American silver eagles that has ever been released by the United States government. And the key to this one is the value and the price at $149. That's my original price. I've not gone up a single solitary penny on this, on a coin that I think is absolutely 100% significant. So, let me tell you about this coin. We're going to spend a little bit, well, as much time as there is to sell 474.
Yeah, exactly. They're going already.
Somewhere between, you know, 8 and 12 minutes is my guess, because they're already starting to go. So first off, this coin was a 2016 United States American Eagle, and it's an SP coin. That means it's satin finish. That means that this coin is a special presentation coin denoted by the W or West Point mint mark. So it's not a regular American silver eagle. It's also from the 30th anniversary. And if you'll notice, it's marked 30th anniversary on the edge of the coin. Right there it says 30th anniversary. We didn't do that. That's a United States Mint designation. They have done many anniversary silver eagles in the course of the United States Mint. A 10th anniversary, 20th, 25th, and 30th. None of those coins are actually marked on the coin itself that it is a 30th or 10th or 25th or 20th anniversary coin. Only the 30th anniversary coin that you see here is. That very first coin, the 10th anniversary coin, not marked, it was just the first one with the W mint mark on it. That coin, the last one we sold here in this condition, was a mere $30,000. Okay. Now it's a little rarer than this coin, but it was still 29,000 bucks. Dear. Oh. I put it in, as a matter of fact, to put it on HSN.com so we could show it and say, hey, yeah, this is a $30,000 coin, but it sold almost immediately, so I can't even show it to you on HSN.com
wow,
anymore.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
It took me 2 years to find it, okay, in an Annex PR70.
Coin collecting is amazing.
Yeah, the 20th anniversary coin, once again, all it had was a special finish. It was what's called a reverse uncirculated coin. This coin is actually rarer than that coin. That coin in this condition we sell for, I think it's about $1,100, $1,000, right? Okay. I'll call it 1,000. I'll round down. We can sell for about $1,000. Then the 25th anniversary coin, which we sell for about $1,300, also just reverse, but not marked on the coin itself, 20th or 25th anniversary. That's about $1,300. And now I have the 30th anniversary SP. So here are your choices for the 30th anniversary special coins. You've got this coin. You've got $30,000, $1,000, $1,300, or $149.95.
I like this price.
And keep in mind, the regular American Eagle from 2016. Just the mint state coin that they made 40 million of. This coin's 25 times rarer than that. We sell that coin, I think, for $119, $110, $129. Wow. I sell the regular proof coin from this year for $179. This is a special 30th anniversary coin. Now, on top of that's all the whole birthday part of it. Now let's look at the fact that they've made the SP coin since 2006. So this is the 10th anniversary of the satin finish eagle. Of all of the satin finish eagles that the United States government has made, this coin is the rarest. So it's the rarest satin finish of all of the satin finish eagles. It's the special 30th anniversary. It's certified absolutely perfect. It's basically $1,000 cheaper than any of the other anniversary eagles with the special finish and so on that are out there. So put all of those things together, and people say, well, how did it end up being so rare? Well, it was released. Normally, they release these coins, like the satin finish is usually released very early in the year.
March.
Okay? We've already have this year's has already been released.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But because of the things that were going on at the Mint, they did not release this until December. As a matter of fact, I didn't even get to sell this in 2016.
They released it in when?
Like November.
November, yeah.
Late November. So I didn't even get to sell it. I didn't even start selling this coin until 2017. Now, here's the amazing part about this coin. And this is where it gets really special. So people are going, so how can you do the $149.95? How can you go out there and do this? Well, I knew this. I've been doing this a long time. And while it took everybody else by surprise being released at the very end of the year, okay, and a lot of people, as a matter of fact, most people didn't buy the coin, I knew better. So what we did is we went ahead and jumped in and bought about 20% of the entire mintage.
Look at you.
We bought about 20% of the entire mintage. I bought about 20,000 of these coins. Wow. I bought about 20,000 of these coins and started having them certified because I knew this would be one of the most significant silver eagles ever made by the United States government. And not only is it significant, now normally a significant American silver eagle, we're about to sell the congratulations set coming out here. I mean, that significant coins, $2,000 or $5,000 or $30,000 or $1,000, but rarely is a significant American eagle $149.
And I'm getting nervous because we have 450 left.
Right. And it's starting to build. Because what happens is people are going, okay,
I know.
I'm trying to get this. Now, keep in mind, this is not the regular mint state coin. So, in other words, the regular 2016. This has got the West Point mint mark. This has got the 30th anniversary on the edge of the coin. Now, as it comes down to this, as I had to pay up just a little bit for these coins, and I'm doing my level best to hold the price at $149.95, it would have been quite easy for me to save a couple of dollars and not include the red oak presentation box in this. But we didn't do that. So you've got the $14.95 red oak presentation window box still going to be included.
Gorgeous.
The special magnets that you can see right there. That'll hold that'll hold that pretty good in there. So you're going to get the box. Still my price at $149.95, and now this is what happens. Anytime I say this, that's why I spend some time here.
Don't wait much longer.
Because now the phones are just all of a sudden just going to go crazy, folks. We're about to be under 400, and then it'll be under 300, under 200, and that's what happens. The problem with this is many collectors didn't even know it existed. Many dealers kind of went by the wayside on this particular coin. And now all of a sudden they're trying to get in, and it's now last year's coin. It was a fall between the cracks coin. It was a coin that people all of a sudden decided, I have to add that to my collection. That is a coin I absolutely positively have. And it's certified perfect.
Yeah, look at that.
Now's the time. Now's the time to be able to do that. And here's what we have. So we have 7 minutes. We have 429. Now what has happened is our phone calls have nearly doubled in about the last minute or so.
I just saw it happen.
That is just... And that's what happened. Of course, we have lots of people that are on HSN.com.
Well, and that's what scares me the most. When we get this limited, I don't want you to wait another minute because I can't see what people are doing or how many people are ordering this coin on HSN.com. A lot of you shop that way, which is smart. Everybody can shop either way. This is also a coin that's on FlexPay, by the way. A rare coin. I can't believe this is on FlexPay, honestly. I just noticed that. It's $37.49 to get it. So it is first come. Are we limiting one per customer?
No.
I didn't think so.
Play that game.
I didn't think so. I just kind of, like, it amazes me, really.
I hate that more than anything. We're going to limit you.
I do too.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes it has to be done. I just am glad it's not having to done.
Not on my watch. Okay. This is, if you want to buy, I got 405. I got 395 left. By the time. If you want to buy those, that's up to you. Okay. You make your own decisions here in America, and I'm part and parcel of that. Okay. I believe in that wholeheartedly. If you want one, that's great. But get at least one. Because let me go back and do this. And like I said, the phones are like I said, as is always the case, really start going. As you can see, we plummeted from 450 to 395 in a heartbeat. I have hundreds of people on the phone and only about 5.5 minutes left. So I
don't think we're going to make that 5 minutes.
We may not. Let me explain to you what this is. This is a special coin for several reasons, and it's an anomaly of the United States Mint that helps make it so special and so significant. It was released in November of last year, and by November, you understand, everybody is focused on the 2017 coins. They're waiting for the mint state coins. They're waiting for the new gold to come out. They're waiting for all these other things to come out and all these other things to happen, and they just didn't buy this coin. And so what it creates is rarity because the government only makes these to order.
And it creates a frenzy.
It creates a frenzy, much as what happens on the phones right now. And the reason for that, it's an American silver eagle. The most popularly collected silver coin in the world today is an American silver eagle. So people want to collect these significant coins within the American silver eagle program. And those significant coins tend to be anniversary coins. The 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary, 25th, and 30th anniversary American Silver Eagles. Now, none of those coins, the 10th, 20th, or 25th, are actually labeled on the coin itself by the United States Mint.
On the edge?
This is the 30th anniversary United States American Silver Eagle that you can see right here. The 10th anniversary has no marking, still a $30,000 coin. The 20th anniversary has no marking on the coin, still a $1,000 coin. The 25th, and that's what we sell them for. The 25th coin, 25th anniversary coin, no marking on the coin. It's just a special series of the coin is what it was. That coin, $1,300. This coin marked on the coin on the edge. It's 100% edge lettered. It is absolutely positively special at every level in every way. Yet I still have it at the original issue price, and only because I said I know this is going to be a winner. And not only do I know this is going to be a winner, I know this is going to be a spectacular winner. I know this is going to be one of the most significant Silver Eagles that the United States government has ever done. And for now, I'm 149. It was like when I had the Congratulations Eagles last week. I sold them for $1,500.
And now they're
this
2,000.
week they're 2,000. Okay, I remember when the 20th anniversary coins came out, I sold them for $149. Okay, I sold them for $1,000 now. When the 25th anniversary coin came out, I sold that for $199. Oh, we sell that for $1,200 now.
Wow,
okay,
see,
so
that's
I'm
one of the
telling
beautiful parts of collecting
I've
coins.
got that history. Okay, look, I can't tell the future. I mean, obviously, I'm not clairvoyant.
But you've got great intuition. You know.
Well, and I know the past.
And you know the past.
Okay?
Exactly.
I'm a numismatic historian, if you will. And those
How many
are the
years
things
in the industry?
In the
30?
industry, a little over 30.
Over 30.
I'm about 33 years in the industry.
That's why I say we are so lucky. You hook us up with some of the best coins that you possibly can find, and obviously prices. That's why I love what you go through this history and the story in the back story, because it really helps us understand.
And it's not just the history of the coin itself.
No.
Then you have the way the coin's released. And the United States government, as well we know, is this kind of unique, it's not monolithic in any sense. So, I mean, things just happen. And of course they don't explain it to us. Of course they don't tell us. We're not involved or informed in any way, shape, or form. We're probably the largest retailer of United States Mint products. They've never once asked me anything about any of their coins.
Wow.
Ever. And when they sell coins, you know what I get for being for literally selling tens and tens of millions of dollars worth of government coins? I have to get in line just like everybody else and get my 1 or 2 or 3 coins or whatever it is. We get no special purchasing power. We get nothing.
Really?
Absolutely not. So everybody does that. So when I had the opportunity, because it fell through the cracks, because a lot of people weren't paying attention, when I had the opportunity to buy 20,000 coins instead of standing in line for onesies and twosies, I took it because I knew this coin would be special. I knew it would be spectacular. It's the only edge lettered, and I said, in the anniversary series, you know how many edge-lettered American Silver Eagles there are that have anything other than 30th anniversary on them? That would be 0.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Only the 30th anniversary edge lettering is the only edge lettering ever done on an American Silver Eagle. That's it.
Guys, we started off with about 500. Look at this, 250 are left. We have 200 people on the phones. Yeah. So I'm telling you, and you might be ordering other things, but we're going to stay on this until every last coin is sold out, and they will. Don't wait. It is definitely, well, like you said, all the other coins of this caliber have, look at how much they've increased in value. And I know we can't make those guarantees.
I'm not guaranteeing these are, but I look at the numbers of the past.
Exactly.
Okay, and I know what happened to the 10th anniversary, the 20th anniversary, the 25th anniversary. I know what happened to all those. Okay, I know what's happening to the Congratulations Eagles this year. I know what happened to the Congratulations Eagles last year. These special editions, because so many people, look, the regular American Silver Eagle, they make 40 million coins. Okay, they make 40 million coins. This coin is 25 times rarer. 25 times rarer. And yet I sell it for about a $30 premium to the regular Eagle. Do the math yourself. I mean, I don't have to sit here and do the math for you. You know exactly what's going on out there. Now, here's the problem. There's the sold counter, as you can see. So we're well over what we have. We're about to go under 200 available. And right this instant,
We're going to stretch
give you
past
about maybe another
maybe
45
a minute.
seconds
They
or
will
so.
they will all sell.
I have more people on the phone than I have quantity left, but they could be ordering.
Exactly.
You know, it's HSN.
That's why we're just going to stretch a minute and we're just like make sure that everyone.
You could order 10,000 different things on HSN.
Exactly.
I have. so I get that. Okay. But the important thing is it's such a significant coin. 30th anniversary. The only edge-lettered coin. 30th anniversary. It's absolutely perfect. It's from last year. It's one of the anniversary eagles. It's the rarest satin-finish eagle ever made by the United States government. Do not confuse it with the regular mint state coin. It has got the W or West Point mint mark on it, denoting it as a special presentation anniversary coin. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. Remember, comes with the red oak presentation box as well, folks.
Hi, I'm Connie Craig Carroll, and every night at this time, we bring you the very best of HSN. We have only one more hour of the best in coins. Buying coins from HSN means buying with confidence. You have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee and the convenience of easy returns. Let's head back to the HSN vault with Mike Mezak.
We're going to move right along into the 2017.
Just for a couple minutes. I told you the 2017 was available. Here it is.
What at 149?
This is, now remember, this is not 30th anniversary, but it is the 2017 SP Eagle. It is the 11th year of the American Silver Eagle in SP. This is our first day of issue. Only 3,195 coins in existence, available exclusively here from us at HSN. And you can see $149.95 is the original issue price, okay? Whether it be the 2016 or the 2017. So you get that 2016, you might as well keep going forward and grab this. The problem is already big chunks of this edition have been sold out. So we're just going to give you a couple of minutes on this at the most.
2 minute clock.
Just, the other one, we spent some time on because I'm running out of quantities on those. I mean, 20,000 only lasts so long, believe it or not.
No kidding.
This one far less than 20,000 of these coins available. And here I'll let you in on a little secret. Because some people have been kind of buying the 2016, so they sell these to order. It came out a little early in the year. People are looking for the Liberty medals that are out there and the congratulation sets. There's been a lot of excitement. You know, that enhanced uncirculated set we were selling. If it keeps going, this may well supplant the 2016 as the rarest eagle. Don't know that yet. We won't know that till the end of the year. But I can guarantee it will be one of the three rarest satin finish American silver eagles ever made by the United States government. So that makes it an incredible and collectible desirable. Additionally, we've got our exclusive first day of issue where each coin is individually numbered to ensure its place within the limited edition. It is 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. So start your first day of issue collection. Unless you've been collecting that here, I started first day of issue here in 2000.
Really? 17 years ago.
I was the very first person to ever sell first day of issue. It is now the backbone of the industry. I was the very first person on television to offer first day of issue. And there were many years that many of the grading companies other than ICG and Annex, PCGS and NGC, will never, ever grade modern issue coins, let alone first day of issue. And we're not going to grade a silver eagle. What are you, crazy? Because they like grading the old stuff. And now the backbone of the hobby is modern issue because it's affordable, it's collectible, it's desirable. And of all of the major grading companies, only Annex, as you see right here in ICG, do the individual numbering. NGC and PCGS, and we sell lots of NGC and PCGS coins here. They're all wonderful companies. But only the Annex coins basically are individually numbered. Other than that, it's
feel even more special to me.
I think so.
I
you know
like
exactly where you stand.
Exactly.
I like knowing exactly where I stand.
This is number 6 out of 3195.
Yeah, they give me a little tape mark here. I like standing right on there.
570779 is the item number.
So these were the secret silver eagles.
Right.
These the government told us about, but their incompetence led us to have a tremendous collectible. And people are going, what? Why are you ragging on them? Look, I love the U.S. Mint because, well, they provide all the stuff that I sell. But understand, sometimes they could do a better job. Okay? They could do a better job. Last year was the 30th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big deal. They did a coin set celebrating the 10th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. They did a coin set for the Silver Eagle celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Silver Eagle and the 25th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. They did coin sets for all of those. Now I have, if we go to hsn.com, look up the 1995W, okay, 1995W 10th anniversary American Silver Eagle. That's the first time they did, we're going to do that, okay? 1995W American Silver Eagle. So we want to look at that.
Okay.
So that's the 10th anniversary. Then they did the 20th anniversary coin, which was a reverse proof coin. I think we sell that coin here for about $600 or $800, something like that.
Right.
The 25th anniversary, we sell that also for $700 or $900.
Okay.
Then we have the 30th anniversary. They did two, but they didn't do a set. We did a set for them, okay? And we used the boxes that they used for the 20th and 25th anniversary. I had some
makes
left
sense.
over,
Okay.
so I'm using the boxes. Yeah, that's the coin right there, yeah. Shannon, so that's the 10th anniversary. Look at the price on that.
Holy moly.
$32,995.
That's worth more than my car.
Yes, indeed. and I can tell you this, that we are quite likely to sell that today. That's the only one that I'm aware of for sale anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world.
Oh, wow.
It took me 2 years to find that coin. So we have that coin. So anyway, that's the 10th anniversary coin. The 20th anniversary coin we're sold out of, usually at about $1,100, and the 25th anniversary at $1,000, somewhere right in there. And then here are the 30th anniversary coins. Of all of those anniversary coins, this is the only one that it actually says on the coin that it's an anniversary coin. Okay, it says on the coin 30th anniversary right on the edge letter. The United States government has made the better part of 100 different silver eagles between date, mint mark, and finish. This right here, you are looking at the only two edge-lettered silver eagles in the history of the United States government, right here.
Ever?
Ever. Not just the anniversary, but I mean ever of any of them. You're getting both of them. They released them last year under separate cover, in essence. The problem is this coin was released in like December of last year. I didn't even get to sell this coin in 2016. So what you end up, and that's what I meant by the mint incompetence, although that might be kind of a strong word. They released these so late in the year, like this year, the 2017 Proof Eagle's already out. We have it available on HSN.
Yeah.
This was released in November. This was released in December. The satin finish this year is being released next week. So we have 6 months to sell it. It's all that.
Oh, man.
We couldn't even sell this in 2016. They didn't even do, even though it's a 30th anniversary Silver Eagle, a very big deal, they didn't even do a set. Okay? So what we did is we took the box, and look at this beautiful blue lacquer box.
That's gorgeous.
This is a beautiful box the government used for the 20th and 25th anniversary American Silver Eagles. And they, I'll tell you what, they do some nice boxes. This is, you can just see that's just a regular thing when you put it in there, but there's a little magnet in there.
Oh, yeah.
So when you press this,
oh, no,
it
that's
holds
cool.
it. Yeah, and it holds it in place. And so the coins go just like this, because they fit, because we use the original mint capsules, so they fit exactly in there.
But
so we have a
set like
they
this?
didn't do that. We went ahead and did it for them, okay, and basically charged for the 25th anniversary they charged $199. For the 20th anniversary they charged $199. So we said we'll charge $199 to give you the 30th anniversary set that the government didn't make but should have made.
Yeah, you're right.
So I have got these now. Not only is this impressive from a 30th anniversary standpoint, but now look at the coins themselves.
Yeah.
This is a satin finish American Silver Eagle. Not only is it a 30th anniversary, but it is the 10th anniversary of the special satin finish eagle. These are both West Point minted and have West Point mint marks. They have been making the satin finish American Silver Eagle since 2006. Not only is this the only one that's edge lettered, and of course the only one that has a anniversary designation, of all of the satin finish eagles made by the United States government, this is also the rarest. Next door to it, we have the Proof American Silver Eagle, the stalwart of the American stable of silver eagles, presentation silver eagles.
It's beautiful.
It's the only one that's edge lettered. It's the only one of those $30,000 to $32,000 coins where it says on the coin itself that it's from the 30th anniversary. That is included in this coin that you see right here. It also happens to be the rarest West Point minted silver eagle in modern, since they've been doing that for 21 years, I guess, at the West Point Mint. The only thing that even comes close to that is the 10th anniversary from 1995, which was a special issue. So the coins in and of themselves are spectacular and collectible and phenomenal and desirable. But they didn't make them into a set, so we did what they should have done.
Yeah.
More importantly, I knew this would be what it would be.
Right.
And while it took the collecting world by storm, it took them by surprise because it was released so late in the year. We kind of saw this coming. I've been doing this a long time, and I know the recipe for collectability and desirability. Wait till the mint releases something at the end of the year that they don't think is going to be very good. Wait for them to make it the rarest of the coins in existence. Wait for them to make almost none of them. Wait for them to not do what they should have done, and then you have the recipe for success. So the United States government made 160,000 of these coins, which in American Silver Eagles is fantastically rare.
Yeah.
It was such a good eagle, I purchased, myself and my agents purchased about 40,000 of those coins. About 25% roughly of the entire mintage I've been responsible for purchasing on this particular coin, the 2016. It is that important, it is that rare, it is that desirable, it is that incredible of a coin. So as a standalone coin, I could certainly make an argument that $199.95 is an opportunity.
Oh, you bet.
Virtually an unprecedented opportunity.
You could set the market on this. I mean, quite literally.
Absolutely.
I mean, you easily could. And that's one of the things that's so interesting about Mike. I mean, he not only does he set the standard, it's kind of like E.F. Hutton, the world is listening. I mean, the coin world really does listen and responds and reacts to what Mike does. But I meant it when I said you could set the industry. You could set the bar. I mean, you could set the mark of measurement in terms of how much he could charge for this. So the fact that he's doing it here, the only place that you can get it as a set, which is ridiculous. It's almost like a buy one, get one in a way if you think about, you know,
sure.
in that way.
Because this one's that or this one's that.
Exactly. I mean, you could.
You could certainly make a case for that.
Right.
But we sell the box, by the way, empty for $29.95.
I was going to say, I thought that was like a $30
because
box.
it's blue lacquer. It's absolutely stunning. Now, the government, once again, didn't do this. This was the box that they used for the 20th and 25th anniversary. They should have done it for this.
Yeah.
They should have done the 30th anniversary set. For whatever reason, they chose not to. I have no idea why. I don't understand kind of why they didn't. I don't understand why they refused to do that. But the fact of the matter is these, and look at the date. These are 2016 coins. This is the entire set. This is the entire pair. They did 2 coins. They only did 3 Silver Eagles last year. They did the regular coin and these 2. That was it.
Oh, no kidding.
And of course, the regular Silver Eagle is just a regular Silver Eagle.
Right.
This, on the other hand, is extraordinarily desirable, extraordinarily collectible on so many levels because they're the only 2 edge-lettered Silver Eagles ever done by the United States government. They're the rarest satin finish and the rarest West Point minted United States proof Silver Eagles in the modern time. We put them in the set. You have the entire collection. We've got them at our HSN price of $199.95. We got the special shipping and handling of only $5. I just noticed FlexPay. I mean, we never do FlexPay. I overlooked that all the time.
I know. And at $49.99, I know we just took you to hsn.com, but that's the 10th anniversary that you have for over 32,000.
People always read that. 3,200.
Did they put the decimal point in the wrong place?
We did not.
Is that a typo?
It is not. 32,000. That's only the second most expensive coin I've ever offered here at HSN.
Really?
Yeah, I offered a Mint State 69 Morgan silver dollar here one time for $112,000, I think.
Wow. But I mean, and Mike's the only one who did this as a set. And so this is really in celebration of, well, kind of like the secret mintage from the U.S. Treasury.
Right, this is the secret set.
This is the secret set that they didn't create, but they should have.
But they should have, all those things.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, you're going to see, you're going to get the coins. We have the original mint box from the set that they should have created from the U.S. Mint with the certificates of authenticity. Now, since they released the coins individually, I have the 2 original certificates of authenticity.
Cool.
Now, they came in other little tiny boxes, so we're putting them in the big box with the original certificates.
Right.
They're going to have the red oak, or not the blue lacquer presentation. So it's just as if the mint would have done this.
It really is. You know what? Not a lot of these to go around. And honestly, we say that with Mike because especially with the coin vault, it's not like we ever bring in 10 or 15 or 20,000 of something. And when he's like, I wish. I mean,
it'd make my life so much easier.
What?
No, I'm fighting for dozens.
Yeah, no, I mean, he really is. So whenever you see opportunities like this, these are opportunistic buys. You really, really, really should take advantage of them. And I have to say, this is a history-making day for our coin vault and for our coin collectors here at HSN. Mike has literally, he works so hard on every show, but because it's today's special, sold out early. only the 5th or 6th time I've mentioned that. He had to curate. Really, they were rewriting the show when I was on doing electronics last hour. So you had to cull, you had to handpick, you had to curate, and really be judicious about what you selected for your last show.
And I'm trying to do this while I'm extraordinarily sleep deprived. Okay, can barely speak right now. I've been here since like 9 o'clock last night for Shannon. You've done that all the time. Right. I'm not as used to it as a professional today's special presenter. I mean, I get to do it once a year usually. So for this, so now I'm trying to do stuff and put these things in, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to doing one show and then that's it, one and done. But ultimately, here's what it comes down to: you have an unattainable 30th anniversary set. Nobody else in essence has
No one has it.
I suspect if you could find the 2 coins and somehow you could find the box, you could do it. Yeah. But good luck with that.
Right.
We save these because we just don't throw things away.
No.
Okay?
No,
and so I had these beautiful, I looked at these, I go, how can you throw these away?
Right.
They're spectacular. Someday we'll find a use for them, and that day has come. So ultimately, let me put these in here.
I like that little magnet. That's pretty cool. That's almost like a museum presentation.
See, so what happens is that fits in there, and then what happens is all you do is push that, and then
that's cool.
And then the magnet holds it. It's almost like it's in the air right there. Actually. And you can see that. You can also see the reverse of the coins. The 2 West Point Mints, the 30th anniversary American Silver Eagle set that never was. We made it happen. United States Mint, you're welcome. You should have done this deal. Spectacular.
Right, and you know what? Unless you're doing it now, you're not getting it.
Hi, I'm Connie Craig Carroll, and we continue with the best of HSN with the best deal from the world of coin collecting. No matter what you're looking for, get the VIP treatment with the HSN charge card. You can get $10 off your first purchase, VIP financing, exclusive deals for card holders, and extra flex pay. Let's go back to HSN's professional coin collecting expert, Mike Mizak.
We're going to jump right in to the 1922 Philadelphia Mint uncirculated piece dollar. It's a silver piece dollar at $49.95. We do have flex pay. Once in a while, we'll get that in a coin show, so it's $24.98 to get home.
Well, here you go. 1922 Philadelphia minted uncirculated piece dollar, $49.95. Normally $79.95 is kind of what we sell these for oftentimes. But I was able to get just the 1922, just Philadelphia Mint. I was able to get it for under $50. Now I have, I show you this nationally advertised catalog all the time. To buy this coin individually in that catalog, $108. $108 to do this in the same exact condition. The amazing thing about this, it's silver. And it's original from 1922. The other cool thing about 1922, it is actually really the first year of issue of the piece dollar. I know they made them in 1921, but they were intended as a commemorative piece in 1921, and they were made in a special high relief they didn't even stack. And so it was supposed to only be a 1-year only commemorative issue because they made the Morgan silver dollar in that year too. But the piece dollar, which commemorated the end of World War I, was so phenomenally popular that they started minting it again in 1922, and so this is the first regular issue of the United States piece dollar. It was only made from 1922 to 1935, and then that was it. That was the last silver dollar ever made by the United States government, is this piece dollar right here. Because the Eisenhower dollar wasn't silver, that was the last big dollar, but that was copper nickel. So this is actually silver. So there's nearly an ounce of silver in here. The other cool thing about this is it is 100% original, brilliant, uncirculated. For $49. I mean, you have to understand, I sell current year issue American Silver Eagles in a certified condition for $99.95. This is almost, we're almost 100 years old now on the piece dollar. And that brings up another point. Just 4 years from now, basically, we'll have the 100th anniversary of the piece dollar. It's going to be a thing, okay? I promise you, it's going to be a thing. And all of a sudden, the piece dollars, the vast majority of which have been melted down by the United States government, are going to become so phenomenally desirable and so phenomenally collectible, as if they haven't been over the years, that I think we're already literally starting to stockpile them for the 100th anniversary. Because it'll be technically 1921, even that first commemorative year issue of that. So all all of a sudden, we're just 3-4 years away from that. So just a spectacular opportunity.
Are they going to do a coin in 2022 to commemorate it?
Oh, of course they will.
So then if you had this one and that one.
2021. The 21 was the commemorative issue that had the first one of these on it. So 2021. So you're looking 3-4 years. They may do it the year before because it's a big thing.
It's a big deal.
It's a really big deal for the peace dollars like that. So I remember when I first started doing this, I was hoping I'd be around for the 100th anniversary of the peace dollar.
Things are looking good.
All of a sudden, it's in sight. And I'm going, really, huh? How about that? But yeah, always one of the most popular coins because understand, it wasn't that long ago, I mean 6-7 years ago, that these melted for $49.
I was going to say when silver went way up, you know, right. All these get melted.
That's right, 100%. They always get melted. So this is the 1924.
Which is a different item number,
now, look at this.
264085.
Normally $79.95.
Oh,
I've got a $20 price break. On
nice.
The 1924s. I got now in the catalog now you're up to $112
for this coin.
$112. I've got an extraordinarily limited quantity of these. I will be following this up. So if you're on the phone, we have hundreds of people on the phone.
I know we do.
So if you're doing this, I have the 25 at the same price break. Okay, the 24 and 25 spectacularly rarer than the 22 and 23. So I have the 24 and 25 brilliant uncirculated, as you can see. Look at this coin. It looks like it was made yesterday.
It does. It's crazy.
1924 and significantly, substantially, phenomenally rarer than the 22s and the 23s. And I'm only $10 more. $20 off on the price break. People buying these in multiples.
Absolutely.
And like I said, now
we just went into hold.
Yeah, we did. We just went into hold. And so here's what it comes down to, folks, when we take a look at this coin. Why is it called the peace dollar? Well, World War I ended, and the world was war-weary at best. And so what we did is we made a dollar, and it was made in 1921 as a commemorative. It became so phenomenally popular that they continued to make it until 1935. Although it becomes substantially rare. By the time you get to 1928, the 1928 S in this condition is I don't know, about a $6,000, can be a $6,000 or $8,000 coin, something like that. So the mintage went down pretty substantially. But one of the things that they did, check this out. It says, "In God we trust." See where the trust is a V?
Yeah.
For those of you that were paying attention in high school history, and I wasn't, I had to go back and review my notes. The motto for World War I was, of course, V for victory.
That's right.
And so they incorporated that onto the coin itself. The single most repeated question I get when I look and appraise at people's coin collections is, I've got a peace dollar with an error on it where the U is a V.
Oh, that's funny.
And I have to break it to them that they're all that way, okay? That they're all that way. But they're not all this way. They're not all brilliant uncirculated. That's why they're over $100 plus in the nationally advertised catalog.
Not here.
Plus, they're going to get you're going to get them in the airtight holder, so you can hold it and, or as I've been trying to do, kick them across the studio, and they will remain incredible, beautiful, brilliant uncirculated. Now, one of the things that you'll notice in the history of United States coinage, almost always the eagle is 1 in flight, and 2, it always has in one talon, it will have the olive branch of peace.
Okay.
In the other talon, it will have the arrows of war. So it was always, okay, we'll fight if we have to, we'll be peaceful if we have to, but in the peace dollar, you have only the olive branch of peace.
I love this position of the eagle.
And he's at rest.
Yeah.
He's at peace.
Yeah.
And that's why this is part of the peace dollar.
Love it.
And look at this solid silver, as you can see right here. Look at this coin. And so the 22 and 23, most people oftentimes have the 22 and 23. They represent probably 70% of all the peace dollars in the marketplace today, something like this. So what we have here is a real unique opportunity to get the 1924 at a $20 price break. I mean, I think that's really what we're looking at. I got hundreds of people on the phone. I got about 100 sold. I've got a half a bag of each. In essence, I have about 500 of each coin, looking well towards sellout on this. And the key is not only that I have the 1924s and the 1925s, I've got them in brilliant uncirculated condition, and I have enough to sell in a prime time.
And so I'm going to get you all the info on the other years. So we started with 22, went to 23. This is 24.
Right.
264085. By the way, I do a flex as well, $29.98.
Well, the 24 is rare and desirable. The 25 a skosh rarer than the 1924. Okay, just a tiny bit rarer than the 24. I'm still holding the price at $59.95, still that $20 price break. Like I said, hundreds and hundreds of folks on the phone right now. I'm not limiting quantity at this point. I'm not limiting the quantity at this point. And given this, I know I have about a minute and a half left. We may give it another 30 seconds or so after that because of the availability of an incredible price break. So because I was able to get 500 of each coin.
Okay, well at this point, way less than that. 264092 to get the 1925. Of course, we started the 22, and I'll get you all the information if you're just kind of like wanting to take advantage of all of them. Yeah. I would. I'd want them all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is just because, okay, so remember they started in 1921. Now, the 1921 in this condition is about a $500 coin because it was, it's a high relief coin. It was done in very limited quantities. In 1922, they started making it, in essence, releasing it into circulation. And we'll go back to that here in about a half a minute or so and show you that coin. They made it in fairly large quantities. Now, remember, the vast majority of those have been melted down and destroyed over the years. Okay, there's no doubt about that. And then in 1923, they made it in slightly smaller quantities, and once again, that is the bulk of the peace dollars that are out there in the marketplace. By 1924, they had reduced mintages pretty substantially. By 1925, it really started getting rare. And then by 26, 28, all of a sudden, you have very substantially rare peace dollars that run into hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So these are what would be kind of semi-rare dates is what they are. But I'm only $59.95. I'm only $59.95 on these.
Five coins.
The United States government made 5 silver-proof Eisenhowers. These are them in the original government lens and the original government thing. So they made 71, 72, 73, 74, and then the 76. These are proof silver. So you get 5 silver-proof Eisenhowers.
From 71 to 74.
71 to 74, and then they did the bicentennial. Wow. Now, here's the amazing part about this, okay? This $179.95, that's the cool part. If I go, because one of the absolute keys of the entire modern issue, and certainly the key of the Eisenhower, is the 73, this coin right here, the 73S. And I just want to see, okay, 73S silver Eisenhower in the catalog. I've got it right here in my hands. $105.
See what I'm saying?
For this coin is $105. The other ones around it are a mere $49.50.
Okay, so just these alone, wow.
$250, basically, a little over $250 right there. And then you have this silver, and with this you get the silver bicentennial, the silver Kennedy, and the silver quarter,
so you're really
all in proof as well.
7 coins.
So you're well in excess of coin by coin over $300 here.
But you're getting it at $179, and on a flex pay, it's $44.99.
Absolutely the case. Like I said, so we're $49.50, $49.50, $49.50, $49.50, $105. Okay, so that's $150, $250, a little over $250. And then this coin's $47.95, so that's $300. And this one's, I think, $18.95, $320, $340, $350. There
you go. I like this price better.
Yeah, I like half. Now, the other thing, and I just noticed this, and you know me, I never, ever, 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 ever pay attention. Flex pay.
I know.
Isn't that cool?
$44.99. You pay 1/4 of the price, and you get all 7 coins delivered. I love that the trio of coins on the top are already in their own little, look at that great presentation box from 76 to, through 1916. That's cool. I didn't realize the different dates on the trio.
Well, it's the bicentennial. So 1776, 1976. It's a dual-dated coin. These are proof. Okay, now the other thing about this is do not be confused. These are silver coins. They made other proof Eisenhowers. They made other Eisenhower dollars. I think they made 32 different Eisenhower dollars or something like that, 30 different Eisenhower silver dollars. They made 5 silver Eisenhower dollars. 5 silver. All the rest of them are clad. In other words, they're not silver. They have no intrinsic value. of the special presentation coins made by the United States government in the entire Eisenhower silver dollar series. Okay, in the entire Eisenhower silver dollar series, they did 5 silver proofs. You get them here.
My goodness.
Okay, they did silver, they did proof Eisenhowers in 77 and 78, okay, in regular proof sets, but they weren't silver. So keep in mind that you get 5 silver dollars for $179. Now add in the rarity, the scarcity, the desirability, the collectability of all that, particularly of this coin. Like I said, this is a $100 coin, a little over a $100 coin right here. Okay, check that out. Now here's one of the things that I love about the Eisenhower, particularly this particular coin. A dual date and a dual commemorative.
Oh, I see.
See how they did this? These are unique one-year only reverses for the bicentennial. There's Independence Hall, there's the fife and drummer, and then you're going to have the Liberty Bell in front of the moon.
Ooh, look at
so
that.
This is also, because the Eisenhower dollar was also a Apollo commemorative as well. They show the moon on the reverse of all of the coins, but this is the Liberty Bell in front of that one. And I took this out of here. This is the original, check this out. This is the original certificate of authenticity.
Stop, really? That's so cool.
United States Mint bicentennial silver proof set right there.
Sweet.
Isn't that spectacular?
Really
that was
nice.
Fitting right in there.
We've dropped below 500 available.
Oh my goodness, yeah. We got lots and lots of people on the phone. Great opportunity.
Hi, I'm Connie Craig Carroll, and we're almost at the end of the Hour of Coins, but you can shop the entire collection at hsn.com. Just search coins. Right there on hsn.com, keyword coins. Don't forget, every collectible coin from HSN comes with a certificate of authenticity and our 30-day satisfaction guarantee.
10 coin $half roll, $79.95. Go.
Well, like I said, the United States government made silver Kennedy half dollars until basically 1970.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm giving you is 10 brilliant uncirculated Kennedy half dollars from the 1960s, silver Kennedys, the last of the silver Kennedy half dollars, 10 of them for $79.95.
And it comes in that roll?
Comes in the little roll that you see right here. They're
Do we
brilliant.
not open that up either?
No, yeah.
You can open
that's just something.
okay.
We put them in the roll for you to do.
Okay.
They're brilliant uncirculated, as you can see right there. Okay? Now, here's the cool thing about this. And the reason I've not sold this for about 6 or 7 months, already we went into a wait situation because people have been waiting for these. Silver had to get to the right price for us to be able to do this, because silver, the intrinsic part of this, is the most important part. Do we have another sample of this? If you could you bring it to me, please? So when you look at this, I'm looking in the catalog. So this could be 1964 to 1970, okay, or 1965 to 1970 on this, okay? They range in price, thank you very much. They range in price from $19.50 to $31.50 a coin.
Per coin.
Per coin in the nationally advertised catalog. You get 10 of them, not for $19.50 a coin, but for $8 a coin. I do this because I want to show you this. That's what silver looks like right there. Does not have that telltale copper line that we've seen. Okay, there you go, just like that. And then, and I always do this, listen to this, silver has a very unique sound, just like that. It's not like other things. And the other thing is not only are you getting these for kind of the silver price and the silver value, but you're getting them from a numismatic standpoint, brilliant uncirculated.
Look how beautiful.
So it's not just silver, it's brilliant uncirculated silver is what you're looking at, and that you're going to get. So you're going to get, I'm going to put these here, you're going to get 10 of those in the roll that you have right here. Now the roll will hold 20, so if you do 2 orders, it'll fill up the entire roll, okay? If you do 1 order, it'll be halfway full. If you do 2 orders, it'll be full. If you get 4, and there's people that buy lots of multiples of these, already the phones are extraordinarily busy. If you buy 4 orders, you'll get 2 rolls and so on and so forth.
Okay, so first of all, we are doing FlexPay, so it's $39.98 to get home. So no interest. It's a credit card you already have. You don't have to join any secret society to do FlexPay.
I like that.
Well, sometimes people
no
say—
clubs to join, no fees to pay.
Right, exactly. Someone's like, well, what is FlexPay? That it's only for us, and you know, we're a trusted source of coins, and we will trust you to send you home the coin before you pay for it. That's a pretty good deal, I think. The item number is 433373. That's the item number that you tell the representative when you're calling. Or if you're like me and you'd rather not talk to anybody, you just go to hsn.com, you put that item number in the search, and then you purchase that way.
Right. And like I said, we're extraordinarily busy, people buying multiples of these. Look, it wasn't that long ago that I had to sell this same thing for $199. When silver was triple what it is now. I mean, silver's gone down pretty substantially. We're near, you know, kind of 7-year lows. I mean, we're right around in there. I mean, you know, got a little cheaper about a year or so ago, and then I couldn't buy these.
Yeah, and I know that from the jewelry business that we do here. Because the jewelry business, we're doing like more, going into more silver when the prices go low. We see it at the jewelry end of HSN.
Precisely. It's exactly what you do. And so what I was able to do, I was finally able to stock a good quantity. Now, these silver Kennedys you can buy. The hard part is getting them in brilliant uncirculated condition, and the problem is, of course, is these lights are so bright, it's difficult when they get in close. I mean, they shine because
they're so
it's
shiny.
Silver. So once again,
that's what you want.
Which is what you want. So it's easier. It's easier for me to kind of show them like this, because actually I can tilt them just a little bit so they don't glare the light. See, and so you can see that it looks like the cartwheel. It looks like the spokes of a wheel. That's the hallmark of an uncirculated coin. That's the luster shining the coin that you see right there. So like I said, these are going to be all silver Kennedy half dollars from the 1960s. Look at that. Absolutely spectacular. $79.95. It's a silver opportunity. Now, once again, you go into the nationally advertised catalog, these can go from 65 to 70. Silver clads. The lowest price in the nationally advertised catalog on any of these is $19.50 a coin. They go from $19.50 to $31.50. So at $19.50, you're looking at $195. That's in essence the numismatic value, if you will. The silver value is much closer to what we're selling them for. Okay, is what that is at $79.95. Now, the silver value is a bit less than $79.95 because it does have numismatic value, but it's closer to the silver value than it is the numismatic value, just by you know the regression to the mean that you're going to have there. So that's absolutely critical for you to understand. It's why there is, if you're trying to call in, be patient. Okay, I would suggest hsn.com, hsn.com, hsn.com.
I should be saying that. I'm not sure, because we are getting a bit of a hold.
Well, you know, I'm worried about the coin part of it. Because I'm going to sell this in the prime time tonight, and whatever we have left will be gone.
Marlo's going to be the host. It's going to be at 8 p.m., and I'm assuming you have 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay, so again—
8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
8 p.m. and 9 p.m., so 8 to 10 p.m., so prime time, right in the heart of what everyone's ordering. And just these 2 shows. So by the way, if you are calling in and, you know, there's a bit of a wait, you can always do express automated ordering, and you can also go to hsn.com. But at $79.95 to get 10 of them, and they're silver.
And look at the shipping and handling, $5.
$5. Anywhere in the country.
Yeah, $5. How about that? I mean, you know, have you ever done any shipping, handling, and insurance? You know, something like that. We sold 2 weeks ago. Or last week, we sold, and I opened them on the air, the 2010 5-ounce silvers. Okay, $1,500 a set. 100 sets, we sold them out. But I opened them on the air, so we have to ship them. This is HSN. I mean, we ship immediately. So I have to get those to where, so I have to overnight those 5 boxes. Okay, it was $1,100 shipping. I had to pay $1,100 shipping to get those. So, because our warehouse isn't in Florida here. So $5 shipping all of a sudden looks really good to me.
Oh my gosh.
when I had to lay out $1,100 to do that. So $5 shipping, what a great way to do it. because that's and that's a great way for you to do your collection. So 7 brilliant uncirculated silver Kennedy half dollars. Okay, 1960 silver, the last of the silver Kennedys. They stopped making silver Kennedy half dollars in 1970. Now I won't send you any 1970s, and it's not like because they're 1970s. It's like they're $50 a piece.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I can send you a $20 coin. I really can't send you a $50 coin.
Right.
I can send you a $20 coin for $7. I can't send you a $50 coin for $7. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is. So once again, always one of our single most popular items that we sell, because it's not just the silver part of it. Because you can get the silver part. We also give them to you uncirculated. And that is as important as anything else.
They've never been anybody's purse, anybody's wallet.
That's right. And by the way, nobody gets these. These are my little clicking coins here. These are already, I basically ruined these coins.
By clicking them.
Just by doing that, yeah. I understand. And uncirculated starts to go, if you touch the coins, literally the oil of your finger begins to degrade the condition of the coin.
Really?
It absolutely does. Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. Look at that, brilliant uncirculated. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning, brilliant uncirculated. The only United States government coin, by the way, that's got the presidential seal on it is the Kennedy half dollar. Oh. And like I said, these are all now, I think we're 50 years old on all of these. Not quite. Most of them are 50 years old, though, at this point.
It looks like they just made them this morning.
Looks like they made them this morning, but they're not. They're about a half century old. Is what they're looking at now. Oh, well over 100 of our rolls gone. Yep. Well over 100 of our rolls gone. At least that many people on the phone.
Busier.
Yeah,
we've actually gotten busier on the phone as opposed to. So I apologize for those of you waiting to speak to a representative. We promise we're going to get to your calls as quickly as we can.
Yeah, and I think that's the crucial thing, is understand, if you're online, you're in line, is really what it comes down to.
Then you're in.
You're in. I have enough quantity of these because we sold them first in our overnight show. Here's 2:53 a.m. Eastern time that we're looking at right here. In our primetime show, I can't make that guarantee because I've got a decent quantity of these, but these go out literally 5, 10, 15, 20 rolls at a time is what happens when we get to the prime time. So if you have any interest, first time this year I have sold these. The first time this year I have sold these, and probably, oh goodness, probably been 3, 4, 5 months since I've sold them at all.
The Indian head since from 1880 to 1909, 30 years of Indian heads.
And here's the problem with this again. I'm just running up against it. I got about 350. I mean, the last time I had it, it was what I have 500, and I sell it about once every 6 weeks or 8 weeks or something like that. And I'm just getting down. It's just getting almost impossible to be able to sell this set. Like I said, this is the one that turned you into a collector. Already 6 of these gone. Let me explain. The Indian head set, the Indian head penny. And technically, they're not pennies. That's an English coin is a penny, but that's our colloquial term for them. So that's what I'm going with. So this is an Indian penny. Probably the most, it's such an piece of Americana. It's such a simple coin that you see right there.
And so rare.
So rare. And then what we have here is the contiguous run from 1880 all the way to 1909. Now remember, these have not been reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form. These are 100% original coins. Every single one of them hand-selected for quality. Every single one of them in their own individual airtight holders. Look at this. So that you can take them out, you can look at the reverse, that kind of beautiful reverse that everybody knows, 1 cent that you're going to have. I'm going to put that back in. You have to understand, these little holders are 59 cents a piece.
Are they?
Okay, so that's 18. So we have $25 in packaging here.
There you go.
So by the time you look at that, put in the $25, you're about $6 a coin. So let's call it $6 a coin.
For a cent.
For a cent. And you're going, well, how's that go in the marketplace? Well, I have here a nationally advertised catalog, as I wont to do. And I want to show you that the 1909 right here is $40.50.
There you go.
Okay, we're $5.95. As a matter of fact, the lowest price that they have in the catalog is $8.25.
For any one of these.
For any one of them is $8.25.
Yeah.
We're $5.95, basically $5.99 across the board. This one's $40. If you go up here, You're like $18, $21, $17.95, $14.50, $18, $31.50, $28.50, $9.75, $12.75, and then you get to the 94. The 94 is almost impossible at $22. The 93 at $9. The 92 at $10. So there's tons of these coins that are $15, $20, even $40 a coin.
Exactly.
We're $5.95.
This is exactly why I got this for my son. First of all, as a youngster myself, I grew up in a small little town right on the Canadian border, and I remember we used to find Indian cents.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like the coolest thing ever. You know, and it's kind of like, this is where it all began. This is the deepest root of us as Americans, and I love that so many years are represented here. How incredible to find all of these, Mike. I mean, to have all 30 years.
Well, and understand, we oftentimes have sold the last 10 years, okay? And even the last 20 years. The hard ones are these 10 right here. And it would not be untoward of me to sell literally the 1880 through the 1889 for $199, because that's what the National Advertised Catalog's doing. That's 40, 60, 80, 100, 130, 160, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, they're actually a little over $199 for the first 10. Jeez. We're going to give you all of the coins at that price, and that's the absolute positive key to this. Is we're going to give you everyone. They're not reprinted, restruck, or redone. Now here's the other cool thing about the Indian head cent, okay? The other really cool thing about the Indian head cent is until 1908, they only made them at the Philadelphia Mint.
Oh.
So in other words, you're basically getting also a complete set of these from 1880 to 1907 that you're going to have right there. And people are always asking, why is the 1909 so expensive? Because remember, that's when they started the Lincoln cent. So they made mostly Lincoln cents that year, but they made a few of the Indian head cents. So that